Okay, guys, it's Black Rose again, and welcome to yet another playthrough for Thief. Um, Sorry that it's been a while since I've done my videos for Warring Minds in the Realm. Um, I won't go into too much detail as to why I am struggling so much lately to get on top of that, but I am hoping to get on top of that before too much longer, because I really do want to finish getting the next part for Warring Minds as well as the Realm out. It's not that I don't want to, it's just unfortunately um, life has decided once again to throw a bunch of curveballs at me, so it is making it very tricky for me to, um, I guess in a sense, focus on anything but what's going on in real life versus what I want to do. So last time in Thief, I got myself really lost. I do believe I said last time I was going to do some off-screen playing. Well, I kind of decided against that because that's not fair to you guys, because I want you to watch me as I go. So I'm just going to jump back in and take it from there. Um, Thief is a very long game. Um, I'm probably making it seem a lot longer than it actually is, just because it's like I've gone around this kind of a weird way. And I know I got myself caught quite a few times by the guards where normally, if I'm well rested and not stressed out, the guards can't catch me no matter how hard they try. Okay, we're in the House of Blossoms. Okay. Oh, there's a guard right there. Okay. Come on. Where? Okay, so I know he was a problem last time. So Thief is a very sneaky type game. There are a lot of areas, especially in this brothel, where it is really hard to this brothel makes it very hard to sneak around, just because the lighting is in places that is a little crazy. Um, yeah, that's not something I can take. Let's see. No. Put it away. Okay, there must be a guard nearby because it keeps acting like I'm getting about to be spotted. Which, if memory serves, he's right on the other side of that curtain. Ooh, something shiny. Okay. Good idea. Okay. Let's see. Do we have anything of value down here? We do not. Lovely. Yeah, I can tell just by looking at my health gauge and how little focus I have. I really had a hard time with this last time. So I'm gonna have to be really extra careful as I try to make my way back. Oh, come on. Climb up, Garrett. Thank you. Okay. I'm just trying to basically retrack my steps and trying not to get caught. Okay, where are you going? Crap, she's coming this way. And away she goes. Okay. I don't know where that guard went, but she's not here at the moment, so we should be good. Okay, so I'm missing a wire cutter tool and a little bit of other tools. What the? Oh, oh crap. Bad example again. Okay. I was not expecting that guard to show up when he did. That one scared me a little bit. Like, where, where'd he come from? Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out. Oops. There we go. So I'm gonna heal Garrett up just so that way if I run into those guys again, I'm not completely out of health. I need to find the wire cutter and I need to find that one tool I need to start collecting the signs, which if memory serves, there is a side mission that kind of gets us to where we need to be for that. Um, and yes, I did just kill a bird just because it's like I don't want to have to keep worrying about him. And like Garrett said, this is a lot of opium, so if we could get the tool we need. Crap. Go, 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 go. I don't know if she's gonna come after me or if she went to get a guard. I'm just hiding here for the moment. Because we do have that one guard that got us last time. Okay. Oh, hello. Run. Why can I never run right? My bird, calm down. Okay, so that was not exactly what I planned to do, but as you can see, if you can time it right, you can actually hide long enough for the guards to go, oh, never mind. And then you're usually safe to do what you gotta do. But before we do anything, just because I don't like that bird up there, okay, get over here in the shadows. Ooh, there's a room in here. This is vacant. Looks like somebody found my hello. Yeah, normally I don't go through all the rooms just because I know some of them have the girls with clients, but unfortunately, sometimes I have to just because it's sometimes where they like hiding the stuff I need. Guard, hide. Come on. Is he not going this way? No, he took the. Nope, here he comes. Sorry, Garrett, but I am not taking this guy on if I don't have to. Okay, let's go knock him out. Thank you for the gold. I don't mind. Locking guards out, but it's a lot easier to not have to fight them all the time. Makes our life a lot easier. The girls that are preoccupied are not a threat unless you really screw up. Um, I've never had a problem with them when they're. I've never had issues with them when they're busy with what they're doing. Excuse me. Um, so yeah, this brothel is full of, I already went through here, interesting situations that I try to avoid as much as I can. Um, let's see. Do we go to, I don't think I went in that room yet. And I think there's stuff down here I was trying to get to, but because I killed the bird and mistimed stuff, I didn't get what I wanted. Whoops. Hello. As long as you time it right, the bird is usually not a big. Okay. Yeah. Bad idea. Something's telling me that there's something in that area I'm forgetting to grab, and I want to make sure I grab it. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. A lot of these guys are so drunk that they have no idea what's going on, nor do they care, which helps me out a lot. Okay, so I'm gonna have to backtrack just a smidge. This is where I think I need to go ultimately. I think. I think I'm good. It's coming up this way. Okay, I will deal with the downstairs nightmare later. Oh shit. I did not mean to do that. Okay, hiding. Need somewhere to hide. Need somewhere to hide. There we go. Whew. Well, I was trying to do an Assassin's Creed move and jump to the chandelier, but Garrett didn't do what I wanted him to, so that's good to know. He won't do AC like movements. I didn't think he would, but at the same time, I do need to make sure just because it's like, okay, it says I have to go this way. Excuse me, folks. Don't mind me. Okay, I think I've already been in here. Okay, now that that's taken care of, I'll deal with downstairs later. I've been in that. Need to go downstairs. Excuse me, boys. Well, I haven't gone in this room, so let's go in here before we go downstairs. Oh, found a room. Since this is the destination room, I am not gonna go in there yet. I want to finish trying to get some stuff that I didn't get before. Okay, there's a guard there. Goes that way. There's one there. Once the music changes back to normal, we'll barge back out and try to get the other roaming guard. Okay. Here you are. Oh, so that's what that was for. Okay. So this one is a little complicated. The lock itself is easy to pick, but if you were to pick it wrong, especially with Noisemaker up here, he would alert any guards you haven't knocked out that you're trying to steal, and they'll come after you, which is another reason I try not to at least set off the birds. They're cute to look at, but they are a pain. Let's see. This is this room. No. Okay. So that was a little side note showing that, hey, the guy we escaped from is here, so we need to be careful. Um, we do, whoops, wrong way. Again. So we do need to be careful with that. Keep in mind that he is around. The Thief Taker General is not really a threat in this part of the game, but he can be. So we just have to be careful. I've already covered pretty much the rest of this place pretty well, so we'll go ahead, search the madam's room like the game wants us to. Oh, look at that. There's people everywhere. But there's really no need for me to drop the chandeliers, so I'm just gonna leave it. You don't have to drop the chandeliers if you don't need to. It's just an option, like if there's like a bunch of guards that you know you can't handle. Those come in handy for that. Go. See if we can actually get through the House of Blossoms. Why is there a hole there? This game is confusing. You could have gone past this stage of the game if you didn't witness that conversation between the madam and the Thief Taker General, but it is kind of good to stay up on all of that just because it could lead to something else later. And if you hadn't have seen that, when you get to that, um, it the worst it would do is just not make sense. Okay, what am I looking at? The typewriter. Okay, I was just curious what that was looking at. Hello, this must be our passage. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything to tell us what this the House of Blossoms? Do. So something tells me one of these is the code. So we'll just go down the row, and take it from there. Because this list of constellations has to mean something. Okay, so let's do 118. Okay, so it's not that one. Zero Yeah. Hold on, guys. I'm going to take a quick shot of this with my phone so I don't have to keep coming back to this. And if you heard that little coo, that's my cat. She's right behind me. Okay, 025 is our next one. Down, 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 up. Okay, it's not that one. 7, 0, 4. No. So 3, 7, 5. Aha! It was the crown. Ow. This is why you want to have the wire cutter, because, ow. Anytime you open or close that, it triggers a trap. Okay. Come on, Garrett. Where is it? Okay, now to find the other one. There we go. Wee. Okay. Now we're in the back side of the House of Blossoms. I'm gonna try to see if I can remember which parts you want to look into, the other parts not to. This game was not, I mean, it's rated correctly, but they probably should have made it a little bit more higher rating just because this is not really a game made for kids. Not doing that one. Do I hear anything? No. There we go. Hi, Erin. So this is where Erin was. So somehow she ended up in the Blossoms. So that one was a good one to peek into because that's our kind of our next glimpse into a little bit of what happened to Erin after while we were taking a nap. Um, okay, so this is where we need the documents again. Zhao Zhao's diary. The bizarre pedestal I discovered is hidden in the passage and continues to perplex me. It appears that something should be placed there, but what? And the meaning of those mysterious symbols upon the walls. I am Well read, I dare say, more than most, yet I have never seen their like. I refuse to ask that sour little fish, Eastwick. He's seen too much as it is. Honestly, my whispering corridor has become a curse. Sometimes I feel I should have it bricked in, though I know it's one of my silky moods. No matter how many of the city's noble swine I hear squeal their closest desires, I am no closer to this house's true secret. One day it shall be mine, even if I have to pluck all my eyelashes for wishes. Okay, so she does give us a hint. Okay, so before that, there's markings on the wall. There's that. So there's the bird, which leads me to needing to explore this whole area. Oh, please don't be a wrong one. Yep, it's a wrong one. Sorry, guys. I can never tell. Let's see. So that's one. I hate to say it, guys, but I think I need to see if there's markings in the rooms. Because I think some of the markings I'm looking for are in these rooms. There's one. What order they go in, I don't know. Hello.
This has gone forgotten for a long time. History lasts day to day in this city, and it keeps its secrets close. We have that much in common.
I think I hear a possibility of an Aaron intervention again. You play this game enough times, you start learning what the sound cues mean. I could be wrong, but I did hear kind of the music that we sometimes hear when we're getting close to finding out something else about Aaron. Um, I just hit something. Great. Probably triggered a trap. Okay. Okay. Ah, you always need to make sure you know how to get around the traps because if you don't, that's another easy ish way to get your get Garrett killed. Um, if I remember this passage correctly, it does have something to do with Aaron, but I can't remember what. I think she found it and found out something else about what happened to us, so to speak. So she probably is aware to an extent that Garrett is alive, but something has to wake him up in order for him to come find her. And then the two of them have to pretty much go head to head. How do I disable this? I am not going that way because there are traps there, and I really don't want to get Garrett killed. There we go. So my goal this round is to try to get past the House of Blossoms. I know I need to go that way, but that way leads to traps, so I'm going to see if there's something down here that can help. Okay. Okay, that's definitely a noise. That means we're about to figure something out. Yeah. Okay. So Judging by that light, we're probably going to get another a flashback with Eren here soon. Why that one's so shiny, I don't know, but we will figure this out. Okay, so this is another pedestal that tells us that, hey, we need to find markings again. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. It really does help to find the symbols first, because then it tells you which order it's supposed to go in. That is very, very bright. That's a fancy golden figure. Huh. I wonder what the symbol on him means. Okay. Okay, so by revealing the symbol on him, we get the other 2 statues with collectibles. Interesting. So it turns out I was wrong, so I apologize about that. These flashbacks with Eren are so random that it's hard for me, even though I've played it 10 million times, for me to keep track of what triggers what when it comes to Eren. Okay, there's gotta be... There's something down there that we're supposed to get to, but we've got traps galore. So is there a way to deactivate this? Not really. Okay. Do this right. Nope. Okay, here we go. Ow. Yep, saw that coming. Well, that sucked. Okay. Well, at least they saved us at this point, so we don't have as much backtracking to do. So that makes me a lot happier. So according to what's wanting us to do, there is a there's a reason we need to go there. What it is, I don't know. Gotta be a reason there's 2 boxes here. Okay. Is there anything that helps? Oh, rope. Why would I need to come up here? There isn't anything that tells me. There's gotta be a point to coming up here. I will figure this out. Okay, there's nothing glowing, so there's nothing there about it. Okay. Isn't this the way we just went? Kind of. Yeah, we came from this way, so. And this is another part that I've done a million times, and I still don't know how to get past this part. Um, Ow. Okay, so that's obviously not it. Okay. Grab this again. Grab this again. Okay. I am determined to figure out how to get to that part of the room. Because it wouldn't be this tricky if it. Was it necessary to do all that? Probably not. But sometimes being overprepared for needing rope does come in handy. Haha. Now we're good. What a pain in the butt. I was making that way too complicated. I thought it was closer to the traps than they were. Hello. Nothing. Oh, there's a broken window. Probably crashed over time. 'Cause nothing stays standing forever. This is a long passageway. Okay, can't go in there. Yeah, I'm gonna regret using all three of those arrows here soon. I just wasted those. Damn it. So this part is a giant maze, basically, and you're trying to figure out how to get all the stairs to go the way you want them to go. And every time you connect the stairs to the right section you want them to connect to, they light up the area you're going to, so that way you know where it goes, essentially. Some move, some don't move. I think this one moves. Oh, it does. What is that? That's probably an understatement, Garrett. Oh, I remember those things. Those are called, can't remember what the game calls them, but for the sake of the gameplay, I'm going to call them skinwalkers. They're kind of like in Resident Evil, where they were part of an experiment that went wrong in connection to what happened to Garrett and Aaron. And because Aaron was the only one that could technically handle what happened, those who couldn't withstand the power of the gem get turned into this crazy, ugly looking monster. So we did want to go that way, but that staircase is going the wrong direction, and that tells me I'm going to get a flashback because that's glowing green. For some reason, there's only 2 people that can withstand the power of the crystal, emerald, or whatever you want to call it. And unfortunately, the 2 is Garrett and Aaron. Why specifically those 2, I don't know. I don't know if you guys can hear the weird chirping that's going on right now, but that's those things trying to talk. Okay, so I figured out how to get there. So that's that one. Drop down. Now I just have to figure out how to get up over there. We will run into more of those things later, especially in the asylum, because there's quite a few of those running around. Like I said, they're just kind of like a weird version of a person that was experimented on for the sake of them trying to figure out what happened to Garrett and Aaron when they came in contact with the green gem, so to speak, just to see who all could control slash be can't say it, manipulated by it, so they could try to make a army, so to speak. Oh, that works. It's like, how was I supposed to get over here? Okay, making sure Creepy Crawly is still not here, so we're good. They're kind of like vampires in a way. They are not vampires, but kind of like zombies in a way. They do not like light whatsoever. Um, I do believe that as of right now, oh, please give me something useful. No. Um, right now, for this stage of the game, they are not a threat to us. They're just sort of, oh boy. We there. Okay. So now comes the fun part of trying to remember how I did this. No! Ow. Okay. Trying to think. There's a book there. Okay. Okay, who did you turn? Turn something. I know if I drop down, I'm not going to get back up here. At least not easily. Because our goal is not to get trapped on a level I can't get back to. Okay, so that was that level. Okay. Hello. There we go. And there's the spell book. And there's flashback. Okay, things are about to get a lot more interesting. How the guards found their way down here, I honestly don't know. Like I was saying, how they got down here, I don't know. Something tells me the Thief Taker General knew this was down here. He just wasn't sure how to get the book free, which is why the book was still down here. I'm gonna take this guy down just because I don't want to have to deal with him as I'm trying to climb this stuff. I could have dealt with that other guard that came down, but it's like if I don't have to, I'm not gonna waste the energy. And that spot where I didn't go all the way down was where I wasted that last rope arrow I had. And so I did end up getting the extra stuff I wanted. Oh, come on. And there's those creepy things again. Uh-oh, I know that whistle. That's a Thief Taker General. He must be close.
Punish me, mother. I've been bad. So bad. Hey, don't touch me. They hurt. Mommy, a little too much for you. Never speak to my mother like that again. Or get out of here. What's going on here, General? That's it. You do my house and get out of my house. Touch her again. I'll cut you all off.
Yeah, so the extra special part of this was to do this without getting any kills or knockouts, but unfortunately, that's kind of hard considering everything that was going on. Um, looks like I missed a few things along the way, which is kind of normal for me. I'm not going to play this again because that was intense. Um, I believe I mentioned a few times, I really haven't 100%ed this game ever. So it's just more me just doing the best I can do to at least get through the game. Oh, hey, we're back at the clock tower. We're as safe as we can be in here. I would go around and turn off all the lights, but this is our hideout. Nobody really bugs us here, except for Basso when he wants something. Um, I'm not going to stash anything because I used a lot of it. Let's see. We didn't get anything too collectible in here on that last round. So this is the part where, with Genevieve unfortunately gone, the thief taker general more than likely went after our friends. So now we got to go figure out if Basso's at least okay before we head to the asylum. But I think there's something else we got to do in between figuring out if Basso's okay and getting to the asylum. Okay. Let's see if we can find our map. No, not that one. There we go. Let's see. That's Basso. Here's the shop. Don't have anything closer, do I? Steal the hand mirror. No medication bottle. Meet Hector in his workshop. Oh, that's the extra one. Let's see what's over here. Steal the thief manuscript. And steal Sick Willie's golden watch. So the little white balls orbs I just went over are side quests. You can choose to do them or not. It does give you extra coin to get more weapons and stuff like that. But considering how low we are on arrows and everything else, I really do need to more than likely just go ahead with the story mission and get to the weapons shop over here. Because if I don't, any of these other missions are going to be a pain, especially considering I'm going to need more rope arrows, blunt arrows, pretty much all the arrows that I pretty much wasted on that last round. So I think that's what I'm going to do is just go ahead and just do the main mission for now and get some more weapons so that way we're ready for whatever these side missions have in store for us. The workshop one, that's the hand mirror. This one is definitely one we want to hit before we do anything else, because I believe that's where we get one of the tools we've been missing. So that way, if we want to get into areas we can't at the moment, we can. Can't remember which tool he gives us, but it's one of the ones that we, like the wire cutter and all that we needed in the brothel. In hindsight, I probably should have done this one before we went to the brothel, but since I'm not sure which tool he would have given us, it probably wouldn't have mattered either way. You can always go back through main story missions and complete them later, but restarting them is a pain. But sometimes that's what I do off camera, is just go back through and try to complete each one. But I digress. Like I said, I'm gonna do the whole, we gotta go see if Basso's okay, and I do want to get more weapons, because regardless of which side missions we do after that mission, I need more arrows and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's go find our Mr. Basso. It's like I would cut him down, but it really doesn't matter because he's already dead, unfortunately. So even if I were to be able to cut him down, it wouldn't make much of a difference at this point. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't have any way to cut him down, which is what I would need a normal arrow for. So unfortunately, our friend is just going to have to hang there.
his man Jacob knows it. I'll find it.
So now we get to go play. Let's go make the Thief Taker General even more mad. Sorry about the background noise, guys. I'm eating some candy quick. Ooh. Yes. So this is how we actually were supposed to get our tools, which that would have been nice to know earlier. So we at least have the one tool we need to start removing signs. So that's at least one thing. The next thing we need to do is definitely get the wire cutter and then the razor, because once we have both of those, there's literally nothing we can't do. Okay, so since our main objective is all the way over there, I'm going to do some side missions, if I can figure out how to get to them. Let's see. These two are a little bit closer to the clock tower. So we'll go ahead and do some of these. Because the further away ones take a little bit more time. Not really a little bit more time to do, just it's a little easier to do the farther distant side missions. The only side mission I may wait to do with you guys is the one for the bank. How? That was dumb. So the nice part about these side jobs is that they do get you some more coin, which is what we need to get the rest of the tools we need. We probably need about, probably close to somewhere between 400 and 500, just to make sure we have enough to get all the stuff we want. Thank you, Garrett. Well, I guess we can't get into that one. This is the one I came in. So let's go out this one and see where it ends us. Oh, I didn't find the golden watch. Okay. Find the switch. Find the switch. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. So we got the golden watch, which is awesome. Before we do anything else, we need to get out of here because it won't let us track any of the other quests while we're still inside his house. All right. Okay, now I need to go over there. And I'm just basically working my way back to where our main objective is. Hi, guys. Oh, that works.
You read the newspaper? They're saying the livestock can't work. What's the thing on the animals, I suppose? The groom's still here. Someone has to shy away from me. Square things better. They don't.
Alright. Now let's get the hand mirror and then we'll work our way to doing the workshop. Then we'll get this medication bottle. Why we're stealing it, I don't know. And then I'll go ahead and do the main story where we go after Basso. And we'll just take it from there. I just did a time check, so I'm probably just going to wrap it up tonight with me getting this hand mirror. And then I'm going to try to see if I have time to get the workshop done. If not, that will be my next to do. Get the side missions done, because if I don't get them done now, the further in the story we go, the harder it's going to be for me to do it. And then once the side missions are done, I may do a blind playthrough for the bank heist, because I haven't done that portion of the DLC for this. But I do want to do it with you guys, so that way you can actually have some general. I meant genuine reaction from me for whatever we do here. But this one is going to be a challenge for me because, like I just said, I've never done this part before, so that'll be my fully blind walkthrough on that. But we'll see how far we get. I do need to go to work at some point today, so that's kind of why I'm trying to keep an eye on the time, so that way I'm not late. Actually, I think he's right up there. All I need is right up there. So let's get a rope arrow. And let's climb on up. Okay. If I haven't said it before, there is a chance that when you're going through this stuff that you won't find anything. Um, okay, was not expecting that to happen. There we go. Really? All that for a golden pin. Whatever. It's like, sorry, lady, but I had to knock your guard or husband out. I'm actually not sure which one that was. Ooh, I found a brooch. That's not what we were looking for, but hey, it's a collectible that we will keep in our little clock tower for later. Oh, I think I fell for it. The hand mirror we're after, I believe. Not in this room. Okay. Haha. I can find the second one. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I need to look up a quick cheat sheet. Because I clearly didn't find the document that had the information I needed. We're in chapter 3. Got it. And apparently there was a safe in the last one we were in, but I didn't find it. So, oh well. We'll either get another chance another time, or who knows, maybe on my next Thief playthrough, if I ever do a playthrough on this game again, I'll actually do it to 100% it. I am not too overly worried about it. Let's see. Now we need... Let's do... How much coin do I have? That'd be a good thing to know. Oh, I have 557. That's actually awesome. So instead of doing that, we're going to go back and visit our lovely little tool man. So we're going to go back to over by Basso's, and I am going to take the little bit of a safer way. Oh, come on. Thank you. Rooftops are definitely your friend in this game, just because, yeah, there's guards literally everywhere we turn. And we can't be too careful. Even though I am not showing a very good example of that right now, so I do apologize about that. Hey, buddy. Woohoo! Yes, yes, I do. Awesome. So now with that, we have all the tools we could possibly need to even more complete this game. Let's see. I shouldn't have gone through that door. I don't know what they ate.
Yep, ask for any cups.
That works. And I just went by the other one. So finding the other one should be interesting. Not difficult at all. Sure. So this guy is going to be our new best friend. He will upgrade your grappling hook and kind of give you new customized stuff for different things. Okay, let's go get this thing back. This guy is not accessible from this side, I don't think. Or if he is, he's up high. I think I have to get to him a different way. We'll figure out how to get to our next objective once we figure out what we need to do for this one. Let's see. Up we go. Oh, since I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and do this guy, and then we'll go try to find the shop where that guy's metal hand thing was. I think I already found our guy. Come on. Good boy. Hello, boys. I feel like I'm playing peekaboo with the cards. I love having my arrows back. Ooh. Where there's a locked door, that usually means there's valuables. Or it's just another. That's disappointing. It's just another way to get to this part. Yeah. We just basically did a ring around the rosy. I'll take that. Alright. Well, that was kind of. Ooh. Check the drawer quick. Alright. Now we can get out of here and go try to wrap up that other one. Ah, crap. Again, bad example, guys. Okay, let's see if we can find that hand. Sometimes I get a little impatient on these jobs, and sometimes it's just nice to kick somebody's behind a little bit. Alright. That one.
Good find.
Hello.
Sorry, Alfonso. This hand is mobbing its last glove.
Woohoo. Yeah, I never get that remain undetected thing done right. Because it is really hard to remain undetected when there's so many guards everywhere. Okay. 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 There we go. Okay. Let's go give you back. And that other one disappeared on me. Must have been a two birds with one stone situation. Okay. Hold on, guys. I think I got myself stuck. Um. Nope. Crap. Um. How? I don't want to do that. Okay. Okay, so it may take me a bit to figure out how to get back to where I need to go to return that guy's hand to him. Because unfortunately, with where I am and how complicated it is to get out of this area, it's not going to be easy to get it back to him right away. Um, so I think at this point, the next stage would be to either do the bank heist or do our friend in need main quest. So I'm just going to call it there, and we will do probably the bank heist next time along with our friend in need. And then once we get back on the right side of this little barrier right here, I will backtrack and give our lovely Hector his hand back. And that should, yeah, that should be the end of our side quests for now. So yeah, we made a lot of progress. We are nowhere near the asylum right now, but by next time we should either be on our way there or very close to it. I don't think it's much further in the game, but I forgot that we had to rescue Basso before we get to the asylum. There may be a few other parts to this that we need to do before we get there. There is a lot more to this game before we get there, so I kind of underestimated how far into the game that part of this game is, but we'll see where we end up next time. So, and we will talk to you next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.